Let's go for a walk then and a journey. Leave the porch. Look, there's cameras on the porch. That's how unsafe the world is. We gotta put cameras up for people to keep ourselves protected. So I'm going for a walk. Want some Dr. Pepper? Mmm, delicious. Sugary, but it's best thing I can have besides water. So I just walk through these woods, taking exercise, and don't have to worry about people, friends, or keep account who's with me and who's not. A lot of good looking neighbors. Some people start thinking about me sometime soon. But it's alright, it's just the way I'm living. No concern for the bull crap anymore. People don't like me because I don't make enough money, then mosey your way along your journey. Because I'm in life as a journey too, and they act like they're full of money every single living day of the moment. Everybody's got thousands and millions of dollars. When in all reality, nobody does except for successful people. Pioneers, entrepreneurs, actors, football players, basketball players, baseball players, mechanics. They all make lawyers top dollars. But we all can't do the things everybody else can. Some of us have disabilities. Some of us just aren't strong enough to commit to jobs. Some of us need training, and some of them are only good in the fields we're good at. Some of us can solve crimes. Some of us can make plants and be a florist, and some of us do house near inbound jobs around our homes. Some of us are standing with the people. There's a lot of occupation and a lot of great things going on in the world that if everything surfaces around money, well, money also runs out, which is why it should be given to us as unlimited. Because, if you can invent things how they're getting paid, then we should be being able to get more money, receiving more money than we put out. Because we're putting more money out than we ever receive. We're putting out more skills and qualifications than we ever see and get notified of. We're becoming a torn apart nation, unsure and always feeling like we're never good enough when we're great for many things. It takes a lot of sacrifices, and sometimes we have to turn down offers because we're not into just whatever fits and whatever to go along with just for the day. I'm in business for long term. I'm in this photography for long term. I don't care about the money. I just like doing skits and making conversation and hosting speeches and doing all kinds of things. Eventually, people will start seeing my stuff, and then they'll have their stories to tell, and they got stories in their lives. We all want to share things about each other and our personal experiences that we are unsure, and you hear all the bling. People are sending me messages, but I don't know if they're real people or if they're fakers. I'm a real person. I'm just having bad luck and all kinds of things. But everybody has bad luck every now and again. You can't say to yourself, "Oh, I'm perfect. You're so perfect." I don't think so. You got qualities that you dislike about yourself as well. So don't disconclude yourself from the variety of people out here in the planet. We're suffering from many things, and the fact that you leave us alone and abandoned to suffer by ourselves when you're out in a fantasy world thinking everything is permanent and everything is so lucky and lovey-dovey, you need to wake the heck up. Because nothing about the world is an easygoing place. And just because it's not easy going doesn't mean people have to trip in a bad way. There's a lot of bad people in the world too, so I'm not playing favorites with anybody. I just want life to be happy and easygoing and surrender myself to working banner. But you got to contact me. I've been contacting people my whole lifetime to do things and move furniture and do construction, and nobody ever calls me back. Nobody, I get fed up with it. Get fed up with spending hours and decades worth of my time out there for the planet when they're not even ready and they don't even care. That's their attitude. And you lose your employees and you lose all the work. Some of us can work like 5, 10 people and one person and run circles around your businesses. We're the reason why you even have a successful business in the first place. So stop your fronting and all this baloney crap that you be doing when you know the employees is what's making the company go back and forth and round and round. Without our input and hands in the business world, the leadership would never have its leadership in the first place. So if there's wrong leadership, then we'll just put new ones in and we'll work at it ourselves. We have no problems in defeat. We're not really defeated. Our losses are wins. Life is challenging, but every day is a new day. And if you people consider yourself a person, then you have misfortunes and flaws about yourself as well. So don't disconclude that just because you see the world a certain way. You're not open to many possibilities. You're only one way of thinking, your own way of thinking, and that's not leadership. You got to think about people under your command that are less than you, driving out and sacrificing their lives just for 15 minutes of fame, which is supposed to last for like 10 years. We're supposed to be working these regular jobs for 5, 10 years, not a month, 4 weeks, 2 months, a year. Jobs don't keep us on the payroll long. So how do you expect us to keep our homes and keep our careers and keep everything in influence and keep places to live when there's high prices and we're not paid high prices? The value of a dollar is no longer authentic. It's no longer, it loses leverage. And we don't care if we lose our job because we know there's something better out there in the world for us. It's just hard to find because there's a lot of people offering a lot of opportunities to all of us. And we just got to be respectful and not misguide ourselves and be unafraid to stand out of the crowd and be a boss or be a leader, be someone of importance. That's how we get our swagger. That's how we get our lives back. Every day we're fighting battles, and not including the regular life. Some of us are just getting involved in this new adult stuff that everybody's talking about, and mysteries and cryptids and who knows what exists in the planet. You don't want to run into it, but people keep their guesses and conspiracy theories. Some of us play roles, some of us are light workers, some of us have skills and talent and abilities that we picked up along the way. Some of us had accidents that happen to us, and we have sides to us that we can't control, that just spits out random and has a part of us that just acknowledges our existence to a better conflict. But without narration, we can deal with all the bad comments. We've already bypassed that stuff. I've already gotten past all that situations, and I'm still here alive and kicking. But you and everybody else that's all about bringing bad news to people, you're crying because you get a taste of your own medicine and you don't like it. Well, if you don't like something, then why are you doing it? It's a simple question like that in legislation and all this other qualifications that you be thinking. It starts with your choices and the way you treat people and the way you treat the public. I've worked all my life and nobody's ever gave me any notice. And nobody ever cared about how much money you make and this and that. Because now you're getting picky, but back in the day when you were my age, you didn't give two craps. Now all of a sudden you want to care. Well, it's too late because your personalities are showing out there of you not caring the whole time and not listening to respect and business leadership and the steps it takes for success. You were throwing them out the window and saying, who cares, just because you don't make enough or you're not attractive. That's the wrong way of doing things. And then you wonder why you're having so many problems in the planet, because now people can't trust each other.